To clean your Husqvarna Viking Opal 670 soy machine, you're going to need your brush and your screwdriver. Remember, this machine requires no oil, so all we need to do is clean out. You're going to find for when you clean the machine, it usually is needed when you start to break threads while you're just sewing in the middle of your project, or anytime you're working with linty fabrics, flannels, fleeces. There's a lot of fabrics out there that are fluffy and soft. That's definitely when you want to clean it. Start by removing the bobbin case cover and take out the needle, is a good idea too. Take out the bobbin. If you want to turn off the machine, but I like to have a light on, you could unplug the foot control and then you'll make sure nothing actually happens. Take your screwdriver and you're going to lift on either corner of the stitch plate. You can lift on this side or this side and it will lift up. You also can lower down the feed teeth to make this getting on and off a little easier. Go ahead and take the foot off and then take your needle out as well. Use the screwdriver to remove the needle. Great. Next, you can lift up. There's kind of a U-shaped cover here that comes over the top of the bobbin case. And this entire black area is your bobbin case. Just reach in. It's loose in there. Just pull it up. And this is where all the lint is going to be hanging out. So just get in there with the small brush. Sometimes I like to use the fluffier brushes. It's like a little Swiffer for soy machines. And also miniature vacuum attachments where you can go in and suck it out. What you don't want to do is use canned air. Blowing lint in further into your machine is not recommended and can harm some of the other moving parts. So after this is nice and clean, on this machine you do have the thread cutter, and that's a little unit that comes over here. Let me see if I can actually have it activate. Nope, I have to lower the presser foot down. But watch. It comes over and cuts every time. So do be careful around this unit when you are cleaning. I'll lift that presser foot back up. To put the bobbin case back in, you're going to look for the two kind of pointy parts. Those are going to go straight in towards the foot or towards the needle, and it'll just sit in there. Again, it's going to look like it's loose. That's fine. The U-shaped piece goes in next. Line up the end of it first, and then just lower it in place there. And because I'm not lowering, I'm thinking, yes, wasn't exactly where it needed to be. So if it's not going in perfectly, something might be out of place. The stitch plate has a little nub back here. We're going to line that up on the back side of the machine. Push firmly down with both fingers, and that will reattach it. And you can slide your feed teeth lever back. They will come back up once you take a stitch, so you won't visibly see them just yet. We can go ahead and put the foot back on. I always put the foot on before I put the needle back in because then I can make sure that I'm guiding that perfectly right up into position. And tighten it gently with the screwdriver. We'll put the bobbin back in, look for the H, drop that in, find the little groove at the bottom, click it in, over the top, through the cutter, and cover back over it. You probably are going to want to do this about every 2 to 3 bobbins, is clean out down below. And if you don't, your machine's going to recommend it just by not performing up to what it's capable of doing.